Hi there, brick builders. Today we got a set from the history of China. It's a Cantonese galleon made by Xingbao number XB-25001. It sports 1,892 parts and 5 minifigs, which I don't have since they are forbidden in Europe. Here we have a little comparison with the real thing. I guess the differences and the similarities are obvious, including the eye in the front, and also the sticker the model has is rather similar to the one the original sports. Let's have a look at the box. Nothing to be frightened about. The sides are covered in fancy lettering. In my set, the bags inside had scrambled a bit so that the whole box is a bit buffed. Here the special features. You can open the bag, the kitchen, and you can open the storage as well as turning the rudder. And of course you can set sail with this thing. The size is 55 by 43 by 16.5 centimeters with a little bird on the top. Let's have a look at the instructions. We get a rather hefty book for the 1,800 parts. The set is big. We built in 7 phases. Unusual for Xingbao is that there is no graying of the done steps. Everything stays in color, just like Lego does it at the moment. In these instructions there's also an 8th phase where the minifigs are built. Funnily, I ordered this set without any figurines. They were non-advertised anywhere, not on the box, not on the online shop. There were none in it, but there is still instructions to build them. In total, Xingbao gives us 200 pages of instructions. And again some pictures of the functions on the back. And here we are with those functions. First, the door to the storage. In there we find a barrel, some bowls, some flasks, and a bit of food, I guess. Here we have opened the captain's cabin room, at least the roof of it. We see a table with a map on it, which is a print. We have a stool, a plate, and a can. For a better view here, the same thing when built, so opened. The rudder itself is movable, but not in form of a hand of God or something like that. It's just movable if you decide to move it with your fingers. Here we got the bag. The big plate is a print. The other smaller ones are stickers, as well as the big tile in the front, which is also a sticker. So in total we got 2 stickers and lots of prints, including the eyes in the front and lots of ornament tiles on the sides. Also the shields in the back are prints. So much for the good part. Let's go over to the problem area. Especially the back is built or fixated with rockers. I got a little example graphic here. just like the big Xingbao trucks where those rockers were used to fixate the cooling fins. There are 4 of them in both sets, and they need to have a special position in order to even put them on so that they stay on, which is a bit fiddly. As said, there are only 2 stickers, but a lot of prints in this set, like the eyes, the ornaments, and all the weaponry, where we got animals like a deer, a horse, a sea monster, a dragon, and something like a bunch of snakes. Let's talk about pieces. There are no missing pieces, but one wrong piece mirrored wrong, as we can see here. Here we have the leftover parts. But that's not the real problem of this set. This set is heavily created in SNOT fashion, especially on the sides. So if you need SNOT parts, you will easily get them in the set if you need the colors, of course. But also, since these side panels, or even not panels, are not a straight wall, but do follow the lines of the model, they are not fixated very well with the model. So in most cases they're just clipped in, even by flex hoses, or you have a hard time finding the few studs on the core model itself to fixate the side. Also, due to the instructions, you don't build a side and clip it in later as a separate part, but rather you need to put it together in situ. You really need to put it together in situ, since the techniques used in this model don't allow you to produce this side separately. Also, the walls where you clip in the sides are not built that strong, so that you end up with something that you can't really press anywhere to press in things like the C-clamp or some flex hoses or the shields. This does need a lot of thinking outside the box, and it does need a lot of stress resistance. The quality of the parts of the set, especially the clutch power, is typical for Xingbao. Most of the parts are comparable to Lego, but some of them are not. Nothing is stronger than Lego in this set. But due to the ambitious build method, these parts are not good enough to do it, at least without a headache. Also, the rocker construction in the back doesn't help this case. They do like to fall off. They do like to fall off when using Xingbao parts. They do like to fall off when using Xingbao, i.e. GoBricks parts. And they do like to fall off when you use Kobe parts, since the weight of the complete back is much too heavy for those little connectors. And even in this case, the instructions propose to build the back at least partly, then put it on the rest of the ship, and then continue building on top of this not very stable construction. The same method of building applies to the front, which causes another headache. So I won't keep this set. I'm gonna disassemble it. I'm gonna use the parts, mainly the SNOT parts, for other buildings, for other things where I can choose how to build it and where these parts are at least okay, if not very suitable. So if you're planning to do the same thing be my guest or be Xingbao's guest. If you really want to build this set, just be prepared. There are those problems I've been talking about. There's another one concerning the instructions, which do have a lot of problems with the coloring in the instructions, since the colors used are very similar and the colors in the instructions are not too similar to the colors of the real bricks, which makes it a bit different to distinguish between the two shades of brown, the dark gray and the red. There's also not too much tiling going on, which begs the question if you really want to put this thing in your shelf. I don't think it's really suitable for playing, not only because it's delicate, but also it is not able to swim in the water. That's all for this video. As you might have already spotted, there's some building ahead of us. So if you like to watch that, be my guest. If not, you might want to have a look at the other videos of this channel. If you like what you've seen, please press the like button. If you don't like what you have seen, please press the dislike button. And if you want to tell me off, how about a comment? But if you really like to have this headache every week, there's the subscribe button for you. With this, have fun building, have fun watching, have fun floating, and see you.